Oké, wij gaan naar Coachella.
This all started over half a year ago, when we bought the tickets for Coachella to see Justin Bieber. Finally, just 4 days before our airplane leaves, the wristbands randomly arrived at a post office in Amsterdam.
Completely different city. Poeh, nou, jongen.
Zo mooi!
Een doosje.
Mij en die gebouwen en zo.
Andere kleur.
Maar wij wel, maar nu niet omdoen, hè?
So we arrive in LA. We first go to Gold's Gym.
Gold's Gym.
That's where Arnold Schwarzenegger became the greatest bodybuilder of all time. This is probably the most famous wall in the entire sport.
Ja, goed zo!
Gaat lukken.
We also go to an LA Lakers basketball game and we walk up to the Hollywood sign. Really nice. And behind it,
This is it.
my girlfriend has been a huge fan of Justin Bieber for 17 years.
Het wordt gewoon fucking druk. Ik wil hem niet zo klein zien. Ik wil hem zo zien. Dus ren voorbij. Ren.
The preparation to get front row has started.
They wants to know, when you tell them that you were front row for Justin Bieber, how do you pee? And the answer is...
Not. You don't pee.
The road to Coachella. In our rental small SUV. Loaded. Now, it was not easy to get here. Financially and also getting the tickets just in time. And now we're here in California. Super exciting. Whoa!
We arrive at the Coachella traffic jam at 3:30 in the night.
We have entered the polo fields.
Security was no problem, even though we are from the Netherlands.
We arrived, set up camp real quick, and it's really hot. Gonna change my outfit, and we're gonna explore a little bit. Okay.
Really nice neighbors, Jesus and Tati. That was day 0. We watched the sunset and a great atmosphere. Everybody is so small here.
Coachella, day 1, weekend 2.
So, 20 years ago today, I performed at Coachella.
Today it's Bieberchella and we have to perform. It's just like hiking and there's no guarantee for success. Weaponed with pashminas, electrolytes, running shoes. We are going for it. We think we are very early and show up at the festival gates at 9 a.m., which is 4 hours before the gates even open. And it is almost 15 hours before the start of Justin Bieber's concert.
The walk of truth, moment of truth.
Turns out there are already about 100 people waiting. Not a good start for us. So we wait for 3 hours. Then the horses instruct us to move back very slowly, so the gates can open.
Look, you got the purple jacket on. I know you really about it. Like, that's what's up. They don't say go or anything too. It's just open. É sério, bota pra trás. Eu acho que vai ser melhor. Tô sentindo. E ajusta ela, que vem botar as duas. I have like stuff that means it all means something.
Then we are fiercely instructed by the sheriff in charge to walk and not run. But everything goes very quick. The horses get surrounded by the masses and panic. It turns into a little rodeo, and we are the rodeo clowns. The sheriff explodes in anger. We have to wait for probably another half an hour at the second check-in gates. We are quite unlucky. We lost some terrain in the chaos and we are positioned unlucky at the wristband check-in and the security check. So when it is finally time, we check in wristbands and after that we change a few lanes to the right because it is faster. I am almost at security, but the girl 3 persons in front of me gets stopped. Shit! This cost me at least 10 seconds or so. And then, while not allowed, I changed a security lane to the right and he lets me pass. So I can finally start running. Instant dry mouth from the desert and the dust. It's a 1.5 kilometer run. So a significant part is anaerobic. So I am winging it. I am sprinting. I quickly pass dozens of people and my girlfriend, who was more lucky at her security line. She wishes me luck, just as planned. It's all or nothing now. There's simply no time to make video footage. And for a long time there are still people running in front of me. But on the final straight, a big polo field, I pass a lot of people. Like 70 plus people on the final straight. Because they slow down and I don't. I am pretty much running at the front now and I know exactly where to go. When I arrive at the Coachella main stage, there are already people standing there. Many are not out of breath. We already knew this beforehand. There are several other entrances or whatever and people with VIP passes. So I arrive and there are several narrow spots left at the front row. So I could have squeezed myself between there. But being almost the only man and pretty tall, at that moment I felt like that's kind of inappropriate. In hindsight, I should have claimed a front row spot. But instead, I decided to claim a spot behind the smallest girl. She was really tiny. Okay, so I stand wide and hope my girlfriend arrives soon so we can solidify our spot. So far, this process has been way more competitive than the stories we heard from weekend 1. And my girlfriend arrives a few minutes later. Still, really, I am impressed by her performance. We seal the deal, have a good spot, second row. For now, we are very happy. The waiting starts. Still 10.5 hours until Justin Bieber. We know that it is also important to kind of make friends with the people surrounding you. This works in everyone's favor. It is hot, it is desert. It's better to have nice neighbors. On our right, a group of 10 fans has formed. They are okay, but one girl is completely manipulating from the start. I knew and discussed this beforehand, that there would be manipulation and that I have to consciously act against it to not lose any terrain. She acts nice on the surface, but almost every move is meant to gain terrain or to push us out of our place. She is also the only person who has the audacity to move out of the crowd completely and come back later, all the way back to the group at the front. And doing this, she already had multiple fights or discussions with several people, but keeps blaming them. One situation I had with her was some people were sitting down. One girl was kind of sitting on my foot. Not great, but I'm not gonna move my foot. Then the manipulating girl uses that situation to say, "Oh girl, you're sitting on his foot." But the girl on the ground, she cannot move at all, there's no space. The whole situation, acting nice as if she is helping me, only to make me move my foot narrower. And this is the only moment I gave in to the manipulation. So I moved my foot, lost that battle. I am angry at myself then, so I almost lose my temper. Or actually, I do lose my temper. I kick 2 bottles on the ground and let out some Dutch curse words. This could have ruined it for us, but I think it was actually good to escalate a little bit. After that, there was no successful manipulation towards me anymore. The people to our left were much nicer. We help each other. And we also help the people to our right actually with water, and we even gave one of our 4 granola bars. And honestly, most people were fanatic, but also just excited and nice. We are still standing in the second row. At some point, still pretty early actually in the day, the girl in front of us, not the short girl, but slightly to the left, like the next person, she turns around and tells us she cannot take the heat anymore and has to leave. We offer her electrolyte water, but she insists she has to leave. Very, very unfortunate for her. She was really nice, but this is the moment my girlfriend gets her front row spot, with me directly behind it. So this is great. Front row, just wait it out. We are strong. We are not losing our front row spot. We came all the way from Europe to do this. From the start, it was clear there is no going to the toilet. You will lose your spot. This was different from what we heard from weekend 1. There it was in the beginning kind of possible. So we drink minimal amounts of water. There's a lot of sweating. We get handed water at the front row from security people. And our secret weapon was actually the electrolyte tablets. This hydrates the body and in our experience not really fills your bladder as much. So this worked great. No peeing for 15 hours in the desert. I completely do not recommend doing this. I am only telling how we did it. The hours go by, we see some nice acts, Addison Rae, Giveon, where Snoop Dogg did one song with him, like 1, 2, 3 and 2 the 4. And the Strokes, really good. After sunset, we feel really good and we feel like we are going to make it. Front row, Justin Bieber. Still, it's a long wait. Our legs get tired and now most of the time one of us can sit down, but not during the performances. And then when they started building Justin's stage, it was the adrenaline that made us feel like new. And this was also the moment that people slowly started pushing more and more from the sides and from the back. This is, I think, normal and all part of the front row Justin Bieber experience. We are very excited. Half a year we have worked toward this. And the stage gets built and it is actually a simplified version of the Venice Beach skate park where Justin likes to hang out sometimes. And we visited it the week before Coachella. Then when the concert started and he came on stage, obviously everyone went crazy, just good vibes. And the first song was All I Can Take. And then the peak moment, this is it guys, was at the second song, a Speed Demon. Justin walked forward and then took a turn towards the audience. And he went interacting and touching the audience while singing. This did not happen on weekend 1, so it was a huge surprise. The fans touch him and hug him in a respectful way while he is singing. And Justin Bieber slowly moved along the front row towards us. Very euphoric moment. And everyone was happy and everyone saw it on the live stream too. Like this was super euphoric and he did a lot of great songs, new songs and old songs. And you might have heard people saying it was kind of cheap what he did with the laptop and singing over his younger self on YouTube. But people saying this were probably not there or have not watched the live stream themselves. We thought it was a genius performance, 10 out of 10, and he does not need a big production show like many other artists. The stage, it looked great, and I agree it was kind of minimal, but that was what made it great. It was a very great performance, great energy. Justin Bieber looked happy, finally performed again, and the fans were super happy and overall just pure greatness. Obviously my girlfriend was super happy, one of the happiest days of her life. and mission accomplished. And we worked so hard for this, and then to see it work out, just amazing. Very happy. A unique experience for me as well. Just amazing. Now, Sunday we are really tired from standing and waiting all day in the desert. Pretty dehydrated. Feet hurt. We went in the Ferris wheel. A bit pricey, but we treated ourselves with some cold drinks. It was like €12 or $15 for a lemonade. Who cares? Besides that, we almost did not order anything. And of course we saw some other great artists on Sunday. I was very happy to see my favorite DJ, Sarah Landry. This time it was Sarah Landry's Blood Oath, which is a collaboration with varying female DJs. I think it's a great concept, and she gives the other artists a platform at Coachella, which is great. And it was really a great 2-hour set. Different genres in one set. It was all combined seamlessly, also because it all had this kind of a darker style. And the visuals were just fitting. It was perfect. Ten out of 10 experience, if you ask me. Then, right after that, we tried to see Carol G, also a great artist. But because we were just in time, we were all the way in the back. And at that moment, it really sunk in how great and unique it was to be front row Justin Bieber. Because honestly, in the back, you just don't really hear it. And everything is tiny and very far away. It is a gigantic field. So we wanted to see Carol G, but we left after 10 minutes because of that. We went to the Do Lab stage, which was a really great place to end Coachella for us. Just a great vibe, that magical Coachella vibe. That was it. The entire Coachella experience was totally worth it for us. And don't believe anything you hear on the news or from people who have not been there themselves. And by the way, we paid for everything ourselves, like most people. And to us it was really a magical experience, a great festival, well organized considering the scale, and a great adventure. Kind of comparable to my mountain adventures and hiking that you usually see on this YouTube channel. There will be more videos like that, real adventures, coming soon, this month. Well, thanks for watching and see you outside.